Attention on deck. Carry on. You be seated. Kind of funny, right? Had to think of something to do since still can't find my remote. Hey, welcome back to Tops Tactical and other cool stuff. I have got a review today, and you're not going to want to miss this. I am about to break out a beast. A friend of mine named Daniel bought him a SigSauer. It's an X5 Legion, and he topped it off with a SigSauer Romeo 1 Pro, and he said, take this over to your house, do a review for me. He said, here's some ammo. He said, I want you to wear it out. He said, tell me honestly what you think. Here we go. I'm not going to start out with, this gun is 42 millimeters long and all that other crap. I'll just put a link down there to the manufacturer's website. You can get all that stuff. I'm just going to pick the gun up and we're going to talk about it. Okay? Here it is. This is the SigSauer. It's a P320 X5 Legion. Alright. This one is chambered in 9mm. I didn't do any research and I don't know if it comes in a grown-up caliber or not. But this is it. Sitting on top, we have a SigSauer Romeo 1 Pro. We're not here to review this, but I will tell you it's got a 3 MOA dot. Windage and elevation adjustments are 1 MOA, and it has a top access CR1632 battery, and it also has the whatever SigSauer wants to call their motion activated feature. When you pick this gun up, light comes on. As long as it senses motion, the light stays on. When it sits idle for, I believe it's 5 minutes, light goes off. Anyhow, enough said about the optic. Let's talk about the gun. The first thing you're going to notice is that this gun is a freaking beast. Alright, this can be a concealed carry gun. It's rather large, but for guys like me with a few extra pounds, we can almost hide a cannon in our pants. And you know what? Right here's a cannon. This, to me, is a battle gun. This thing here is made out of metal. There's no polymer to it. Your dog's not going to chew the grip up to the point that the magazine won't fit in it, and your gun is no longer serviceable. This is a beast. All right, you've got a handful of pistol right here. I can't tell you enough how good this feels. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause for just a second and enjoy it. Okay, moving on. This is the second greatest feeling gun in my hand ever. I ain't going to lie to you. That 1911 is the #1, hands down. Second greatest experience a man can have is a high firm pistol grip on a 1911. This right here is #3. I'm telling you, this gun feels legit. Things that I do like about it. #1, I like the fact that it is a big, heavy gun. This is a battle gun. This gun right here, if you run it dry, slides locked to the rear, you're out of magazines, you're out of ammo, it doesn't matter. You can go to splitting scalps with this thing. You can put a pistol whipping on somebody. Big, solid, honking gun. Alright. Got the skeletonized slide there. I assume they're trying to cut down on a little bit of weight. Don't know. Looks cool. Chicks dig it. So, hoorah on the skeletonized. We've got a flat trigger in it. The trigger pull is pretty sweet. I've never really played with the flat triggers much, but we're not going to be able to say that after today. Got an ambidextrous slide release, and the slide release is big and generous. I can actually get a hold of that thing. I'm kind of leaning forward here on the pallet table so you guys can see it, but if you can imagine an old Glock slide release, sits right in against the side of the slide. I can't hit it. Okay, bottom line. I have to go over the top because I can't get that slide release. I'm not going to have that problem with this. SigSauer did a real good job with that slide release. Love it to death. It's big. It's beefy. You can get a hold of it. Man, everything about this gun seems to be beefy and built for action. Over on this side, he's set up for a right-handed shooter. The magazine release Nice, big, generous magazine release button. Sticks out from the grip good. You're not going to have trouble finding it. It does appear to be ambidextrous. That's a big word for either right or left-handed. Another thing that chicks dig, ambidextrous. Sweet. This is sweetness. Got a big beveled magazine well. I'm here to tell you, you are not going to miss that magazine well. Just to pick it up and look at it, man, I like everything about this pistol. It is just sweet. Now, there are a couple things I don't like. Let's talk about what I don't like. On this this trigger, it's got a little travel to it, but I mean, it's a striker-fired pistol. It is what it is. One thing that's going to take some getting used to is the amount of forward travel on the trigger after your shot to achieve your trigger reset. It seems a little long for me. We're going to find out here in a minute and see if that's a factor. Another thing that I don't like, this is the standard magazine. It comes with a 17 round standard magazine. When it is in the weapon, it is completely up inside of that big, generous, beveled out magazine well. That's going to be a problem if you have to forcefully remove this magazine, because you can't really get a hold of it. Okay, there's no lip, there's no edge, nothing to yank that magazine down out. And the reason that I mention that, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up for you, as long as I don't keep dropping the round out. I'm gonna go ahead and set up this double feed. All right, that's what everybody calls a double feed. It's actually a failure to extract. I've got a video out there on stoppages and malfunctions. You guys can check that out. Talks in depth how to clear all this stuff when it happens. But bottom line, where the direction I'm headed is, you're gonna have a tough time if you have to manually get a hold of that magazine and strip it out. So we're gonna lock this slide to the rear. I'm gonna hit that magazine release button. I did get it out. Round fell out of the chamber. We'll set this back over here. I don't have any 9mm dummy rounds or snap caps. Notice, however, muzzle was downrange. This is downrange for me. You're gonna find out here in a second. Right there's the range. But it did clear out. But that's one thing that I'm not real wild about, is how deep that magazine sits. Now, he does have, for me to play with, and for your viewing pleasure, some 21 round magazines. This is an extended magazine. All right, it sticks out the width of my finger. So you have any problems there, you've got plenty of magazine to get a hold of. So that's that. Make sure we're clear again. The don't likes, man, that's it. I'm not real sure about the length of travel to achieve trigger reset, and I'm not real wild about that magazine well. This does not have an external safety. Thumbs up for the self-defense gun people out there. A lot of people, you know, including myself, I don't like to have an external safety on a self-defense firearm, because that's just one more thing for me to forget about when it comes time to shoot. So I don't know if you guys got any questions about it. I don't know if I can hold it much closer or not. There we go, maybe. But this is it, and we are fixing to go get busy with it. See the cool guy cutouts on the barrel, that skeletonized barrel. I'm telling you, the chicks will dig everything about this gun. Now, he was also nice enough to send it home with a drop leg holster. I think it's a G-code holster, and that's what I'm going to be shooting out of today. I'm not going to try to do anything quick at all, running different optics than what I do. So just in, you know, presenting the weapon, dry firing it a few times, the dot's not where I'm used to it being, so it takes me a little bit to find that. But hey, let's shut up and shoot this thing here. This is going to be a sweet, legit deal. It's going to take me a minute to get the camera spun around, but then we'll start out. We're going to shoot a little steel first, and then after we shoot steel, move down there and get on some paper targets, see if I can pick the pace up a little bit. He told me he's got his red dot sighted in, so we'll have to see how that goes. Get my hearing protection on and turned on. And we are ready to go. Give me this whole truckload of magazines that he sent for me, because we're going to burn up a little ammo here. Start out with some of these stock magazines before we jump into the extended ones. All right, turn the camera around, see what we got. Let's see, we need to move over here, let you guys peep out Steelville, because that's where we're going to start out at. And we're just going to kind of play around on the steel a little bit. See if I can get up here where you guys can see me in the shot and still see the targets. I don't know if I can make that happen or not. Well, we're going to have to make it happen. All right, so here we go. We're going to load up and we're going to get after it. First shots, I haven't even fired it yet. That was pretty sweet. All right, nice and slow, just trying to find that dot. We'll see if we can pick the pace up a little bit here. All right, good on that speed reload, I think. I really found that magazine well, like that bevel. Didn't have any problem with the magazine dropping. I'm just going to shut up and shoot a little more. Second reload. Third magazine, down and out. Man, I like this gun. I like this freaking gun. God, it's sweet. Not really having a problem with that what I'm gonna call an extended trigger release to reset that trigger. Takes a little getting used to. I'll come off and I'll be ready to take that shot, and I'm not quite there yet. But that's probably just a throwback to a nasty old Glock, Snock, whatever you call those things. Cool, like this gun. Let's move down here and let's kill some paper. I hope you guys are enjoying my little video here. I'm having a little bit of fun with it. There we go. Let me get this pointed up here. All right, now got me 4 little bad guys down here. I got 5 bad guys. 5 bad guys, 1 me. That's not a fair fight. They need more help because I'm digging this gun. Oh, where do we want to set you guys? Let's set you over here where you can probably get a little better eyes on some of these reloads and things. I'm reloading out of a 45 ACP magazine pouch because I don't own anything 9mm. God, I hope this gun comes in a big boy caliber. All right, just got some different targets here. I'm just going to try to swing some lead and see if I can wear this little booger out. I'm also going to try to remind myself I've got to work on utilizing that magazine or that slide release. When I went to the optics, coming over the top, I tend to catch my finger on the top of the optic. And I've almost got like a permanent sore right there. Hey, as my son Alex in Oklahoma would say, less talky, more shooty. Wow. Man, stunk on target number 2. But you know what? Hey, this kind of just goes to, you know, the comfort of this gun and the pointability of it. I mean, I was probably at 5 yards, 7 yards, and 10 yards, and just point and pull, let her rip, tater chip. And I want you guys, as I flip this around, check out the impacts, okay? Right there. I can't even get that on the target. There. Stupid camera. There we go. My viewfinder hadn't flipped over yet. So you can see the hits there. Now, definite boo-boo here. You can see my shots down low. I only shot once at this guy. And you can see it there. This guy took 3 shots. I dropped 1 down low. And then this guy took 2. Alright. Now, this isn't in any way trying to show off or anything, but this gun just feels good. I have never fired this gun until today. Now my tripod's all crooked. I have never fired this gun. You saw me shoot the first round, and man, this gun just feels good. Just get set and get after it. I likey. Now, my friend Daniel, he said, I really want you to put it through its paces. He said, shoot it a lot. He said, do whatever you want to it. Well, you know what? I'm sitting here, my first impression, you know, I did a video on the Glock 41, possibly the 2nd greatest combat handgun ever designed. I'm loving this thing. I'm telling you, I love this thing. Let's go ahead and clear it. Round out, wet and clear. I love you, Daniel. Let's see how this would work in a desert dirt environment. Oh yeah, let's get a little dirt on it. Shake it off, let's see what happens. Whew, lost my dot on that last target, but we are jacking some stuff up. No problems with it, Daniel. Love you, baby. For once in Kentucky, I don't have a mud puddle to rinse it off in. But seriously, this gun is, I can't say enough good stuff. I'm falling out. There's room in my safe for one like this. Uh-oh. What do we have? Gun go clicky when it should have went bangy. Let's take a look. Magazine is empty. Chamber's empty. What we've had here was a failure of the slide to lock back to the rear. Alright, no big deal. Let's see, we got anything left? Oh, we got one left. Got one magazine left. Hey, you guys are going to see a Dodge truck drive by here in just a second probably. Let's run this one magazine and see what happens. I keep losing my dot. Oh, there we go. Failure to eject. Okay. The round has extracted. If you can see that, just did not eject from the weapon. Now, in all seriousness, I mean, I did just pour a handful of dirt in this thing and wipe it off, but I'm still digging so far. Waiting on the truck to come past. Everybody stand here and wave hi. They're interrupting my video. What a great day. Come on. That's my daughter in her shiny new Dodge Ram. Okay, so where were we? We were at clicky clicky instead of bangy bangy. 3 words come to mind: tap, rack, bang. Gun is back in action. Let's come over here. Let's ring this guy a little bit. Can you tell I'm excited? I hope you can see that. Let me get around front and make sure you can see that. Yep, you see steel hanging there. Boy, if I can just keep the dot. Tap, rack, got another failure to extract. Got another failure to extract. Or I'm sorry, extract. But what can I say, guys? I just packed the gun full of dirt. I do have 1 round on the ground. 1 live round. And it's back on the ground because I dropped it. Let's go ahead and drop magazine out. What do we got? We got like 3 or 4 rounds left. There's 1 in the chamber. Oh, man. I just don't know. I don't know. I love this gun. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. There you are. Love it. Boink. All right. Last round, I'm sure, is 1 more failure of the slide to lock to the rear. All right, empty magazine, empty chamber, no round, no brass was ejected. So we had a failure of the slide to lock to the rear. All right, a couple times there we had a failure to eject. I blame that on the love I gave it with the dirt. But anyway, good little gun. Accurate. I think I shot it pretty well. Hopefully you guys heard the steel ringing and everything. Pick up Daniel's magazines, make sure he gets all of them back. Okay, so what do we have? Well, I think that this is a fine battle gun. All right, no major problems. The major problems are what I call the the double feeds or failure to extract. Okay, those are problems that take you out of the game for however long it takes you to assess what just happened, meaning go tap rack, realize the gun won't rack, then clear it and get the gun back in action. All right, that's a catastrophic failure for me. We had none of those. We had a few stoppages, and a couple times the slide did not lock to the rear after that last round was fired. All of that I attribute to me giving a handful of dirt into a dry gun. Proper maintenance, I think that's a non-problem at all. Prior to that, the gun performed flawlessly. And I'm sure if I wouldn't have dumped that dirt in there, it would have continued to perform flawlessly. But you know what? My main man, Daniel, told me to put it through its paces. Sorry I didn't have a mud puddle to rinse it off in. That's what I usually do. But the SigSauer, oh boy, this is sweet. SigSauer P320 Legion, or I'm sorry, X5 Legion. There's room in my gun safe for one of these. Matter of fact, I'm gonna clean it up, Daniel. You might get it back, I don't know. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review. Don't let the little stoppages there leave a bad taste in your mouth. I think this gun is legit. I think it is, well, there's one of my safes. I'm going to have to get one of these. Hopefully I can get it in 45. If not, it may be what puts me on the 9mm train. I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing I like better about a Glock than I do this thing. I like everything about this better than Glock. The only issue that the factory magazine's sitting so deep, but I think that's something that you can just a little more pay attention to your training if it is a problem, and I think it won't be a problem after that. So I'm going to tell you right now, without reservation, I love this gun a whole lot more than I've ever liked a Glock. Oh, wait a minute, I don't like Glocks. I'm on a Glock train by logistical convenience. This is a whole lot more gun than Glock will ever be. Get one, you won't be disappointed. I've rambled enough. While you're here, do me a favor, hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, click that notifications bell. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think of the video, think of the gun, think of the review. Give me some ideas on some videos. As always, I want you guys to shoot safe, shoot straight, and train often. Take care.